Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the whole elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites. Shalom to you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. You Hebrew Israelites, you hopeful elect. To give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Most High, the Heavenly Father, his Hebrew name is Yahweh. Not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahaya, not Allah, not Abba, not Yahuwah. It's Yahweh. And his only begotten son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shah. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua. It's Yahweh Shah. The valley of all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rikah Korash. Yabbanas to the apostles and elder bishops and elders of great millstone who well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all Israel, whether accepted or not. And the sincere salutation to all the and pushing the truth and believing in the truth of the full ends of the earth, the entire world shedding light to the whole elect. Shalom to our both of our listening learning. If you sisters are listening, come to another lesson, truth, facts, faith, and notification. On the data edification, Lord, which better find. So I title this lesson, their dominion, their dominance, their dictatorship is decreasing for the better. Esau Edom, the so-called white man's last rulership, is falling. Now, as always, got a couple of articles I want to read. This is one on the screen. It says, where U.S. troops are stationed in the Middle East. So let me go to it on my phone, because as you know, if you follow my lessons for the last year, Esau been messing with my channel when I use articles for whatever reason. At the end of the day, it's Yahweh Shema Shah. So this article here, you put it up, and if it be any problems, it's my crazy ass Wi-Fi. I don't know what's going on. It is what it is. So this a shalom to the argument I walked to an end, Yahweh Shema Shah. Where U.S. troops are stationed in the Middle East. It says a U.S. Army soldier guardhouse on the perimeter of international zone in Baghdad, Iraq, in May 2021. It says with Israel-Hamas war escalating, the United States risk becoming involved in a larger conflict that could entangle some of the more than 40,000 U.S. military personnel based across the region. Why it matters, U.S. troops and military contractors in Iraq and Syria have been targeting over a dozen attacks by Iranian-backed militia groups since Hamas' surprise attack against Israelis, civilians and soldiers on October 7. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin has warned of the prospect of a significant escalation of attacks on our troops and our people throughout the region. The attacks, as well as a wider war, could reverse efforts in recent years to reduce the U.S. presence in the Middle East as part of a strategic pivot towards the Pacific. U.S. troops and contractors in the Middle East. So they say approximate count according to the latest available data as of October 2023. Approximately total 45,400. So they say 900 in Syria, 13,500 in Kuwait. Bahrain have 9,000. Israel unclear, but U.S. had at least one base, 13.5 thousand. Qatar, 8,000. Troops on the move. The Department of Defense has dispatched or prepared for deployment thousands of personnel. Those include two aircraft carriers, groups with roughly 7,500 personnel each, and two amphibious native Navy ships, amphibious Navy ships carrying thousands of Marines. Another ship, the USS Carney, uh, Carney intercepted three missiles over the Red Sea that were potentially aimed at targets in Israel. And we keep telling you, you read Joel 2 and 20, the Lord say, remove far off from America the northern army and drive them into a land barren and desolate, but they face towards the east sea, which is the Persian Gulf, and its hinder part towards the utmost sea, which is the Red Sea. Another ship, the USS Carney, accepted three missiles over the Red Sea that were potentially aimed at targets in Israel. Austin also placed approximately 2,000 personnel on a heightened state of readiness. The troops being sent to the region are not expected to serve in the combat roles, though the White House had discussed the possibility of using military force in Lebanon. Base Hezbollah opens a new front in the war. Aox's Barack Ravit first reported. This nigga named Barack Ravit. Ain't that something? It say troops under fire Iraq and Syria. Personnel at a U.S. military outpost in Syria have been targeted by at least three drones and missile attacks, while rocket and drone attacks have targeted U.S. personnel based in Iraq at least 10 times since October 17, per the Pentagon. It said no U.S. soldier have been killed, but at least 21 suffered what the DoD described as minor injuries. Syria. Approximately 900 soldiers are in Syria to conduct counterterrorism counterterrorism operations against ISIS. So I want to show that because the reason I'm going to show, let me read this. The reason I'm showing you this is because it's called prophecy. In Habakkuk chapter 1, America army is spread too thin. Now, don't forget, America is defending allegedly Ukraine from Russia, right? They're defending Taiwan from China. In these countries, Ukraine is a part of Russia, the Soviet Union. Taiwan is a part of China. But here it is, Esau, because what they do, they are about division. This is what he do, divide and conquer. But Taiwan is a part of China, just like Ukraine is a part of Russia, man. So they defending Taiwan from China, Ukraine from Russia, and they definitely got to defend Israel from who? You guessed it, Iran. This is the Lord moving these chess pieces again strategically. This is Habakkuk 1 and 6. For lo, I raised up the Chaldeans. In the modern day Chaldeans is the Edomites, those that control the world. That bitter and hasty nation. If you look up America, the word means bitter. America means bitter. Go look it up. You can go to etymology online. For lo, I raised up the Chaldeans, that bitter and hasty nation, which shall march through the breadth of the land to possess the dwelling places that are not theirs. This is what Esau did. He came out the caves and possessed all the places that are not theirs, man. The Greeks or the sons of Japhet, man. But the so-called white man, starting with Alexander the Great, went in and took that land over, man, and called themselves the Greeks. This is proof. This is proof. This is facts. This is what they do, man. They came to America and took this from Gad and Reuben and Issachar, man. Because Gad, Reuben, and Issachar divided America and Canada, man. Go look it up, man. Gad, Reuben, the so-called Native Americans, the so-called the Seminole Indians and the North American Indians, they divided the Seminoles and the North American Indians, they divided, and Issachar divided America and Canada, man. And the so-called white man brought his dirty ass over here and took it, man. For lo, I raised up the Chaldeans, that bitter and hasty nation. Because they bitter. What does scripture say? He envy us, man. When you read Ezekiel 35, the Lord said, because thou hast had envy against the house of Israel, man. See, that makes them bitter. The so-called white man is bitter against you, Jake, because he can't be you. They can have all the gold and silver on the planet, but they can never get this wisdom, man. This wisdom is for Israel. That makes them bitter, man. The so-called white man is bitter. Again, Habakkuk 1-6. For lo, I raised up the Chaldeans, that bitter and hasty nation, which shall march through the breadth of the land to possess the dwelling places that are not theirs. Alexander the Great did that. The Romans did that. The conquistadors and Spaniards did that, man. When they came to the Americas, South Central and North America, man. They are terrible and dreadful. Their judgment and their dignity shall proceed of themselves. Their dignity is what? You tell you that in Ecclesiastes 10. Folly is set in great dignity. Who's the folly? The so-called white man, the fools, the bastards. They are terrible and dreadful. Their judgment and their dignity shall proceed of themselves. See, folly is set in great dignity. Their horses also are swifter than the leopards and are more fierce than the evening wolves. And their horsemen shall spread themselves. What this article said, they got military bases throughout the four corners of the earth. Over 700, 800 military bases, man. America is spread it too thin, just like the Roman Empire. Their horses also are swifter than the leopards and more fierce than the evening wolves, and their horsemen shall spread themselves. And their horsemen shall come from far, that they came to America. They shall fly as the eagle that hasteneth to eat. Did you see the eagle on their mail trucks? They shall come all for violence. Their faces shall sup up as the east wind, and they shall gather the captivity as the sand. Their horsemen are spread too thin, is the point I want to make. Let me get this next article. Now, it just mentioned about them being 900 in Syria and how they all over there in Iraq, right? Look at this. Look at this. Iraq shows interest to join BRICS alliance. Can't make this up. So let me read some of this. Lord willing. I just want to read a little bit of this. This is in the news. Prophecy showing you their dominion, their dominance, their dictatorship is decreasing for the better. It say Iraq expresses interest in joining the BRICS alliance and being a part of the global de-dollarization process. The country aims to lift its economy with the help of other developing countries by trading in local currencies. The Lord, Yahweh, Bahashim Havashah, set up a guard to the rest of these nations. Though they Edomites, there's another option. It say, see, Esau done froze my page. See, they be hating on me, man. They be hating, man. It say the Iraq dinar is almost the hardest hit currency as the US dollar experienced a spectacle rise in Q3 of this year. This puts Iraq in a tight spot as the nation is unable to keep its native economy intact amid the onslaught of the US dollar. They tired of you, man. The country now wants to join BRICS in an attempt to leverage the de-dollarization initiatives. Iraq has used several means. This is the ancient Babylon, Iraq. This is the ancient Babylonians. Though it's not them that's in the land, this is the ancient Babylon Empire, man, Iraq. Iraq has used several means to contain the growth of the US dollar, including banning the USD and foreign exchange black market. It also banned all cash withdrawals in the US dollar effective from January the 1st, 2024 onwards. See? And what did these niggas say the other day? Let me read this article I was going into yesterday. It say right here. This say US to evict Gabon, Niger, Uganda, and Central Africa Republic from trade programs. U.S. President Joe Biden said on Monday that he intends to end the participation of Gabon, Niger, Uganda, and the Central African Republic in the African Growth and Opportunity Act trade program. Biden said he was taking a step because international recognized human rights by the Central Republic and Uganda. He also cited Niger and Gabon's failure to establish or make continual progress towards the protection of political pluralism and the rule of law. See, whose law? Esau Edom's law, man. If you don't play ball with these bastards, they're gonna cut you off. Just like they did Gaddafi, man. Just like they did Saddam Hussein and Bin Laden, man. They're gonna cut you off if you don't play ball. See, this is about their law. Wisdom Solomon 2. This is what it says. Let their strength be the law of justice, man. This is how Esau worked, man. When the truth, see, now I had my shit on full screen. How the hell it go back to me showing on the screen now? This show you in this call like how about you? I ain't gonna strive against the Lord. Call like how about Shema was shot. The Lord doing it. You know what I show? Pull this up. Bear with me. I want I want to go my jail. Right? Let me show you. This truth is about to be taken away, man. And all you niggas gonna be because I'm playing with you. And so let me show this real quick. Let me show you something. Let me pull this up. I gotta show you this because I know it. I know it's breaking up. I already know it. They keep sending me. They sending it to me. I know it's breaking up. I can't do nothing about that. Esau fucking with my shit. So what I want to show you real quick is this shit. Now they do this to a lot of brothers. Look at this. Make sure it's sharing. Okay, this is my Gmail for GMS and Truth Orlando. Here is 1, 2. These videos. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are the videos they done took on my fucking channel in 2 weeks. Over 20 fucking videos. 8, 9. Hold on. 10, 11. And they took these all off in 2 weeks, man. It's more. If I go into my channel, it's more. They done took all these videos off. Let me click on this one. This one from October 21st. Look, medical misinformation, right? Say they're not applying a strike. Look, will a man rob God? How the fuck this got something to do with medical misinformation? If you go, well, they didn't take the video down, now it's gone. This video had nothing to do with no goddamn medical misinformation. Hey, the Lord is finna take this truth, man. Hold on. Let me show you another one. Let me show you another one. This one is titled Fear Tactics and Forges of Lies. They took it down. They took down 20 of my fucking videos in 2 weeks. Let's get this one. Look, title, They Hunt Our Steps. Hold on. This one. Look at this. I ain't mentioned shit about no drinking no Capri Sun, no nothing. Walk righteous or be destroyed by the Lord. See the shit? And they titled it medical misinformation, man. This is bullshit. But it's the Lord. Because the Lord is taking away this fucking truth, man. All you slow belly niggas out there that's playing games. Look at this. I titled it Walk Righteous or Be Destroyed by the Lord. Ain't no fucking medical misinformation in this shit. All these, let me show you this one. Show you the title on this one. Look, just another sickness, which it kind of was going into drinking a Capri Sun, but I didn't mention the shit. Just another sickness for 2/3 of Israelites. They call it medical misinformation. I ain't mentioned shit about none of that shit. The point I'm making is Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is taking this truth down, and it's through Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Yeah, family word coming. Now I got this other article on the show. Then I'm gonna get a couple precepts. Look at this. And Turkey been doing this for a minute. They've been playing ball on both sides. So let me read it from the phone. This truth about to be gone, man. For all you people out there, all you people that been talking trash against the apostles, against the elder bishops and elders, you're about to be visited, man. Real soon, you are about to be visited, man. And as I love to bring out in Deuteronomy 7:9, the Lord said He's going to judge those that hate Him to their face. Guess what? Uh, what's this slow better nigga name? Uh, George Floyd got judged to his face, man. That nigga was live on TV crying to his mama, man. Huh? That's the Lord judging a nigga, man. This say, let me read some of this. Now this is Turkey in the emerging world order. Turkey wants to maintain strategic independence by working with Russia and China, even as it sustains its ties to the West. So last year, I think it was last year, year before, years been going by so fast. Maybe last year, I think Turkey and this guy here, I forgot his name. Him and Biden was going back and forth because he had gave money to the West for F-35s or whatever the jets was, and they never sent them. He said he was waiting on America to send him his shit. So in the meantime, what he did was went and bought a S-400 missile defense system from Russia. So this nigga here playing both sides. As it said in the article, let's read again. Turkey wants to maintain strategic independence by working with Russia and China, even as it sustains its ties to the West. This article, which examines Turkey's approach to Ukraine and China, is part of an ongoing series on U.S. statecraft and the global South developing by Carnegie Endowment's America's Statecraft Program. So it said in September 2022, Turkish President, yep, it was 2022, Recep, it's a Tayyip Erdogan mooted the possibility that Turkey might join the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, a defense bloc led by China. A few days later, he flew to New York City and delivered a speech to the UN General Assembly, arguing that Turkey is a core part of NATO and Euro-Atlantic security. It's a those two uh, facets of its foreign policy, its status as a NATO ally, and its engagement with organizations that challenge the West are not contradictory. They are part and parcel of the country's 360-degree foreign policy, an approach that prioritizes flexibility and strategic independence with the aim of regenerating Turkey's historical role as a major world power. This was no doubt among the calculations that led Ankara to distinguish itself from the West in its harsh criticism of Israel's retaliatory action in Gaza in 2023. Turkey's approach to the war in Ukraine. It said, unlike many emerging powers, the war in Ukraine directly affects Turkey, which is not only a NATO member, but also geographically situated close to the fighting. Throughout the 18th and 19th century, Turkey suffered as Russia slowly but surely annexed parts of its empire in southeast Europe and around the Black Sea to the Caucasus. The Black Sea, Georgia, Russia, man, the Caucasus Mountains, man. Today, Turkey, geographically, geographic gives it a strong incentive to want to see Moscow deterred from such future land grabs and create a competition for influence between Turkey and Russia over countries like Georgia, which is Georgia, Russia, over there where Esau came out of them caves at. It's a Azerbaijan and even those in Central Asia. So just I want to show you just these articles, man. Esau's kingdom is falling, man. The main allies is doing deals. Saudi Arabia doing deals. Saudi Arabia has joined Russia. Everybody else is joining Russia, man. They joining the BRICS. The Lord say He set up a guard, man. You don't have to believe it. It's the words of the Lord. I'm just reading to you, thus saith Yahweh Shema Bashah. Let me get these precepts. But the point I want to make is 40,000 U.S. troops, man, are situated in the Middle East. Why? Because the least of the flock shall draw out the rest of the Edomites, man. Shall draw out the rest of these nations. The Lord is destroying Esau, Edom, the so-called white man's kingdom. And I just got a few precepts. Now this is Isaiah. If it'll come up, Lord willing. Esau messing with my damn computer because I use them articles, man. When I don't use articles, they don't mess with my computer, man. They don't mess with me, man. But when I use them articles, Esau be hot, man. Because of the truth. Now, in Isaiah 14:4, and the precept that I got for this lesson, I titled it Their Dominion, their dictatorship. Oh, is decreasing for the better. Now let me get the word. Let me get this word dictatorship, right? Let me get this. This is the word dictatorship, right? Let me play it.
Dictatorship.
Absolute rule. Now, who has absolute rule over the earth? The so-called white man. That's Job 9:24. The earth was given to the hand of the wicked, right? Similar words. Let me play them. This is the first similar word. I won't play that. Let's play this one.
Despotism.
Despotism. The exercise of absolute power, especially in a cruel and what? Oppressive way. Let's play it again.
Despotism.
Despotism. The exercise of absolute power, especially in a cruel and oppressive way. Let's get to the next one.
Autocracy.
Autocracy. A system of government by one person with absolute power. Here it is, another one.
Tyranny.
Tyranny. Cruel and oppressive government or rule. Here's another one.
Authoritarianism.
Authoritarianism. The enforcement or advocacy of strict obedience. What is it? What's dragon mean in Revelation? Draco. What was Draco? He pushed rigorous, harsh laws. The enforcement of advocacy of strict obedience to authority at the expense of personal freedom. Let's get the next one. Totalitarianism. Totalitarianism, a system of government that is centralized and dictatorial and requires complete what? Subservience to the state. That's government, mind control. Government mean control, meant go back to the word mente, which mean mind. Can't make this shit up, man. What?
Absolutism.
The acceptance of or belief in absolute principles and political, what is this? Philosophical, ethnical, or theological matters, which is Colossians 2:8. The rudiments, which is what? The beginnings, foundations, first principles, essentials, fundamentals. Yeah. Here's another one.
Fascism.
and authoritarian, authoritarian and nationalistic right-wing system of government and social organization. Here's another one: oppression.
Oppression.
Prolonged, cruel, or unjust treatment or control. Suppression.
Suppression.
The act of suppressing something, such as an activity or publication. This is all Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Here's another one.
Repression.
Repression, the action of subduing someone or something by what? Force. By force. Matthew 11:12. The kingdom from the days of John the Baptist unto now, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and the violent took it by force. Here's another one.
Subjugation.
Subjugation, the action of bringing someone or something under domination or control.
Domination.
Domination, the exercise of control or influence over someone or something, or the state of being so controlled. There it is. Now, Isaiah 14:4, and it reads, it said that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how have the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. Who is the king of Babylon? The so-called white man, the elites. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. It reads, he who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted and none hindereth. See this future prophecy right here? He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindereth. Future prophecy of the rulership of the so-called white man. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. This hasn't happened in no time. When has this happened? This hasn't happened, man. Yeah, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, who was laid down? The rulership of the world, the so-called white man. No feller going to those that cut down trees. No feller is come up against us because Esau don't follow the laws of the Lord. It's laws that you're supposed to cut down certain type of trees. The Christmas, what they call the Christmas tree, which is a fir tree. See right here? Yeah, the fir tree rejoice at thee. Why? Why does this mention the fir tree, man? Because this is the number one, this is one of the number one trees that get cut down for fucking entertainment, man. For idol worshiping, man. You see it? Yeah, the fir tree rejoice at thee. Why? Because they ain't gonna get cut down. Do you know these, what they call Christmas trees, these fir trees? You know how much they uh is a filter for the air, man? Trees is a filter for the oxygen, man, that we supposed to breathe in. We only supposed to wear linen clothing, man. Linen. This is why I say, yeah, the fir tree rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou laid down, no feller, the Edomites feller, is come up against us. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee. The dead is talking about these heathen nations. Here is the point. Even all the chief ones of the earth, it have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations, which is in Jeremiah 51, man. Everybody is pissed off with Esau Edom, man. It reads Isaiah 14 and 10. All they, now remember from verse 4, it said, take up this parable against the king of Babylon. And I got two precepts to add to that, which is in Micah 2 and Habakkuk 2, man. It's a parable and spoken against those that's in control of the earth because they are ruling the earth in wickedness. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Who? The Edomites is becoming weaker than the rest of the other heathen nations, man. Art thou become like unto us? Thy pump meaning the power, the arrogancy, their rulership is brought down to the grave. Isaiah 47. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, which the Lord said, which I bring out a lot of times. In Genesis 3, the Lord said, on thy belly shall thou go, and dust shall thou eat all the days of thy life. This is the prophecy of Esau coming back down to the basis of men. Thy pump is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows. They love to listen to Mozart and all these other, which Mozart was a Jake. They love to listen to all these other. Most of the music that Esau listened to is jazz, right? They listen to this music that's played by instruments mostly. All that shit is coming down, man. Nobody want to hear that more of that garbage ass shit, man. Thy pump is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. All year long at the plantation, all they play is Edomite music. Edomite, uh, you can feel it in the air tonight. All this stupid ass shit, man. Around Thanksgiving time, Christmas time, they playing this garbage ass. The Lord say, and the noise of thy vows. The worms are spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. Nobody want to hear this garbage ass music, man. How, how, how art thou fallen from heaven? Who? O Lucifer, the elites, the Luciferians, the elites. O Lucifer, son of the morning. Who's son of the morning? Those that control the world. How art thou cut down to the ground? See, going back to Genesis 3, they're gonna be going back to the basis of men. Thus shall they eat all days of their life, man. Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust. How art thou cut down to the ground? What's on the ground? Dust, which didst weaken the nations. How the hell, if Satan was kicked out of heaven, how would he weaken the nations? If he got kicked out of heaven, that means he have no power. If Satan got kicked out of heaven, what kind of power he got? If he got kicked out of heaven, you dumbass niggas, you wacky Christians. If Satan got kicked out of heaven, how would he weaken the nations with no power? For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into the heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. The stars of the Lord are the Israelites. You can read that in Daniel's 8. And it was Daniel 8 and what's that 25? I'm gonna tell you that this guy, let me go to it just to make the point. Let me show you what it's talking about in Daniel's 8. Just make this point. Maybe I think it's 11. Let's see. In Daniel 8, Antiochus did this. So this is Daniel's 8. It said, yeah, he magnified himself even to the prince of the host. Hold on, it's 10. Right here. This is talking about Antiochus Epiphanes. Daniel 8 and 10. And it waxed great, even to the host of heaven, and it cast down some of the hosts. Who? You're talking about Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Negroes, Jamaicans, and Haitians that was in Jerusalem, and cast down some of the hosts and of the stars. Because Judah, Benjamin, Levi was still in Jerusalem during the time of Yahweh Shah, or before Yahweh Shah. The northern kingdom was already scattered on this side of the world. And it waxed great, even to the host of heaven, and it cast down some of the hosts of the stars to the ground. See, to the ground, brought us low and stamped upon them. Another precept showing you these stars is talking about Israel in Revelations 12. Look at this one. Now, this was the Greeks that did this. in Daniel's 8. Well, who did this in Romans 12? It was the Roman. I mean, in Revelation 12. So, like you, I said Romans 12. Look, Revelation 12 and 1. And there appeared a great one in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. This woman is Israel. The 12 stars of the 12 tribes. And she being with child, travailed in birth, and pain to be delivered. This is a double fold scripture because it's talking about Mary and Yahushua. Mary having birth, being uh, impregnated with Yahushua. It say, and there appeared another one in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, which is the same serpent in Genesis, having 7 heads. The 7 heads is Germana Major, Germana Minor, Spanish, French, the Greeks. Okay, Germana Major, Germana Minor, Spanish, French, and the Greeks. And you had uh, Spanish, French, Greeks, the Romans. Yep, Spanish, French, Greeks, Germana Major, Germana Minor, the Roman Empire. And I'm missing one. The 7 heads. I don't know. That's why Apostle said I always go over this all the time because you'll forget. Germana Major, Germana Minor, Spanish, French, Greeks, Romans. Oh, Great Britain, the British, Salakia. So it's saying 10 horns with the 10 horns with the EU nations and 7 crowns upon his head. Here's the point to link back with Daniel's 8 and 10. And his tail, who the Roman Empire, and his tail drew the third part of the stars. Like it said in Daniel 8 and 10, some of the stars, some it's in the stars, some of the hosts, which is Judah, Benjamin, Levi. And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven and cast them to the earth. See? Same thing, man. Let's go back. Isaiah 14 in verse 13. But thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into the heaven. And they doing it now, man, with the space station, mainly with their technology, right? They got their satellites, well, the 4 corners of the earth is called the World Wide Web. If you watch the movie Geostorm, they show you how they got these satellites over the whole globe, and it look like a real spider web. That's why it's called the World Wide Web. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. The stars of the Lord is the Israelites. I will also sit upon the mount of the congregation. What's this mean? The so-called white man control the religion through the Roman Catholic Church, man. Roman Catholic dogma. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation. Because we know the congregation is the people. So he controls the religion. In, well, the sides of the north. So the so-called white man controls religion from the Vatican, Roman Catholic dogma. Every church in America pays a percentage of their money go back to the Roman Catholic Church, man. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. He doing that. Space station. He get to shoot his rockets off, right? Jeff Bezos and these niggas just took a flight in a rocket, man. They get to do this, but they can't go past the radiation belt, that Van Allen belt. Them niggas ain't never been to the moon. Niggas is liars, man. But I tell you, they are forces of lies. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, and they can. They can go above the clouds. They can go up there to the into the inside of the atmosphere, man. They can't go past the radiation belt. So yeah, they can descend upon the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. How is he being like the Most High? Playing God, doing heart transplants, brain surgeries, right? Blood transfusions. This is them playing God, man. The so-called white man got a God complex. The Chinese and Japanese don't got a God complex. They good with just making sure their people is maintaining status quo, man. The Elon, man, and Arabs, they don't got a God complex. They just trying to maintain their people, man. Just making sure they got that their people is good. It's the only one that's trying to play God is the so-called white man. He the one got a God complex, man. And it shows through all his actions. Yeah, Thwada, the British. Thwada. This is him, man. He's the only one that want to be there. And there is no African Jesus. There's no Chinese Jesus. There's no Japanese Jesus. There is no East Indian Jesus. There is no Arab Jesus. There is only a white, so-called white Jesus. Show you that this bastard he got a God complex. He said, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, which he's doing it through his tech, his jets. I will be like the Most High. Yet, that shall be brought down. And we keep going over this. And I keep bringing this out a lot, man. In Genesis 3 and 14, the Lord say, thus shall I eat all the days of thy life. On thy belly shall I go. Them niggas, future prophecy has always been to go back to the basis of men. You on the bottom of my shoe, you bastards. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell. What's hell? Is the grave and its captivity. Turn them big rocks into little rocks. Put this chain on, boy, to the sides of the pit. And it's a they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? How did he shake kingdoms? He dropped bombs on Bosnia, Yugoslavia, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. They destroyed. NATO was set up to destroy the Soviet Union, which they did. And I did a video, and them bastards gave me a strike in the midst of the live stream. Cause them niggas, the name of the video, what is it called? The nuclear apocalypse. Them niggas said in the video, the Edomite said NATO was set up to destroy NATO was set up to destroy the Soviet Union. We already know this. I'm just showing you the video that we already know. And the niggas gave me a strike. It's okay. They that see thee shall now look upon thee and consider thee and say, is this the man? Is this him? This Edomite? This pale-faced bastard? Is this the man that made the earth to tremble? And as the point I always make, I was reading this some years ago. It tell you that Alexander the Great army was so vast, so what's another word? Uh, I was gonna say humongous. Was so large that when his soldier was walking, the ground trembled, man. Is this the man that made the earth to tremble by dropping Fat Man and Little Boy, which are atomic bombs out of B-29s? And they showed you in the damn movie Wolverine, man. That's how cold this bastard is. He don't give a damn. Who gonna stop him? Nobody. That did shake kingdoms. He shook Bosnia. He shook Yugoslavia. He shook Hiroshima. He shook Nagasaki, man. That made the world as a wilderness. We saw Steve Cuts. Who's Steve Cuts video? Who made the world as a wilderness? The so-called white man. The Chinese ain't doing it. East, cause Chinese and Japanese, the Arabs, the Elamites, the Iranians, they are for their people. That's what races mean. You are for your people. Race means your gene, your lineage is means something that you advocate for. They are for their people. The so-called white man control all the resources, and there are homeless people all over America, and they don't give a damn. Showing you that he is not racist. That nigga, the elites is prejudice. They don't care about nobody but the 60 families that control the earth. That's heavy. That made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof. Who's destroying the cities? Guns, abortion clinics, GMO foods in the grocery stores. I don't give a damn if you go to Whole Foods, Costco's, BJ's, all that shit is goddamn GMO foods, man. That made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of the prisoners. If this don't prove to you, this is talking about a man on earth. Who the fuck control the prisons? Don't worry, I'll wait. That opened not the house of his prison. Who own the prisons, you bastards? Bro, you Christians. That dumbass chick, I did a lesson on a while ago. She talking about that's talking about Satan in Isaiah 14 get kicked down from heaven. And when I broke the scripture down to her on her channel, she told me I knew you was gonna say that was talking about the so-called white man, meaning she been listening to the Israelites. Why would you say you knew I was gonna say that? Anyway, this should be plain. How the hell can Satan, who got kicked out of heaven allegedly, control the prisons and he don't got no power to stay in heaven? You dumbass people. All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, everyone in his own house. Let's get this. Dumbass people, man. But you know what? Kalai Habashimawasha, because we hear and we understand and they don't. Jeremiah 50. I ain't mean to rant too long. Salakia. Showing you these bouts of kingdom is falling, man. This is Jeremiah 50 and 23. It reads, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? I have laid a snare for thee, thou also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou art found and also caught. And while he's not aware, to take Obadiah 1 and 7, there is no understanding these Edomites, because thou hast striven against Yahweh. This is Luke. We're watching these Edomites' kingdom. We're watching the so-called white man's kingdom fall fast, man. Yahweh said it. Luke 10 and 18, it reads, and he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. See, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? Is this him? Is this the illest nigga in America? Is this the illest nigga in Nebraska? Yeah, the so-called white man. This is him. I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. What does it mean? Satan is Shaitan, which means adversary. Let's look at it. The elites is falling out of power, man. They are falling out of power, man. They are falling out of power. Satan means adversary, one who opposes another in act in purpose or act. It say he's the adversary, man. It said the accuser, i.e., the devil. That's what devil means, the accuser, a slanderer. He's the he's the he's the adversary, man. Look, a Satan-like man. As it tell you in 2 Thessalonians 2 and 9. Who coming, they say who coming after the working of Satan, man. In 2 Thessalonians. Let me get that, man. Show you that this ain't talking about no damn, this ain't talking about no man, some being with some horns on his head with a red suit on and a pitchfork, man. No, this talking about Esau Edom, the so-called white man. He is. He is the one that you would call Satan, man. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 9. Even him who's coming is after the working of Satan. Satan mean adversary. The so-called white man is your adversary, Jake, with all power and signs and lying wonders. Lying wonders. It's a pseudoscience right here for lying. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. Let's go back. Let me get on. Now, it said, let me go back to this. Let me show it to you. I just got two more precepts. Let me show you this. In Isaiah 14 and 4, listen to this. It says that they shall take up a parable against the king of Babylon and say, How hath the oppressor ceased? And we know there's only one nation of people in our lifetime that oppressed so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. If it's not talking about the so-called white man, who is it? Don't worry, I'll wait. Who is this? Who is the Lord talking to right here? How have the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. What's the golden city? It's America. I don't want to go to America to be all I can be. This is Michael, chapter 2 and 1. Now remember, it said, what? That thou should take up this proverb against the king of Babylon. This is Micah 2 and 1. And it reads, woe to him, woe to them that devise iniquity and were evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And they cover fields and take them by violence. That's what the so-called white man do. I read Habakkuk 1 to you, 6 through 10. They shall come off with violence, and they cover fields and take them by violence and houses. Remember Matthew 11:12? The kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and the violent took it by force. That's the so-called white man. And they cover fields and take them by violence and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man. Who's oppressed? So-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. The so-called white man. Who was oppressing the rest of the nations, going their countries, taking whatever they want by their economic hitmen. First, they set up their if you go to Google, they got a thing called uh um uh 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 damn it, man. Hold on. Give me a second. Um I can't even think of it right now. I mean, I've been saying it so much. But they use, what is it called, man? But they use sanctions, embargoes, and tariffs on these other nations. I forgot what it's called, man. Damn it. I hate when I hate this. Uh I forgot what it's called. But in that order, they use embargoes, tariffs, and sanctions on other countries. I forgot what it's called right off. Salakia. It may come to me before I get done. But it say, and they cover fields and take them by violence, and housing and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. Oh, economic warfare. That's what they call economic warfare. Economic warfare. That's what it's called. I think it is, if I ain't mistaken. So through economic warfare, they use tariffs, sanctions, and embargoes. It reads, therefore, thus saith the Lord. Here's the point I want to make. Behold, against his family do I devise an evil, for which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil. Because they stuck, man. The Lord got them in a trick bag, man, which is in Proverbs 16:11, man. There's a bag, man. The Lord said all the weight of the bag is his. Here's the point, Micah 2 and 4. In that day shall one take up a parable against you and lament with a doleful lamentation and say, we be utterly spoiled. So-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians nations, and the other heathen nations, we be utterly spoiled. He have changed the portion of my people. How have he removed it from me? Turned away, he have divided our field, which is the land of Israel. They did that, man. Let's get us some Habakkuk. Get us some Habakkuk. Esau did this, man. And he got to pay for this. He got to pay for this, man. This is Habakkuk 2 and 6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him? See? And what? A taunting proverb. Hold on. Hold on. See? And I read Isaiah 14 and 4. What is this taunting proverb that you Edomites is going down, man? The Lord is going to destroy. Your kingdom is falling. Isaiah 14:4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon. What proverb? It's a what? Should not all these take up a parable against him? And this is a taunting proverb against him. And say, woe to him that increases that which is not his. How long unto him that laid himself with their clay? Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee? It's first the words, right? 2 Thessalonians 2:8, by the Spirit of the Lord's mouth. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee and awake? Who's awakened? So-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians to the truth, and the heathen nations. And awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them. See, everybody has awakened to what's really going on, man. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee? Hold on, I just thought about a precept in Job, right? Was that Job? Bear with me here. Is that Job 27? Where it said them that go by the way? Let me see. No, is it 20? What is that? Let me see. Bear with me. Is it Job 21? Bear with me here for a minute. Yep, yep. This is yep, Job 21. This is Job 21. And I'm gonna start at hey man, y'all my shit my shot is cold, man. Yo, let's get this. This is Job 21:23. Matter of fact, I gotta read all this. I love Job 21. This is Job 21:19. It reads, God layeth up his iniquity for his children. He rewardeth him, and he shall know it. When they say he shall know it, that's in Isaiah 13:16. Because it says, let me get it. Let me get it. I don't want to go too far away, but let me get this, man. Hey, this is beautiful, man. We watching these bastards lose, man. They are losing horribly, man. Isaiah 13:16. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. This is what King David prophesied this in Psalm 37. Their children shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes, and their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. So they're gonna see it. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. So in Job 21:19, God led with his iniquity for his children. He rewarded him, and he shall know it. His eyes shall see his destruction. See? And he shall drink of the wrath of the Almighty. For what pleasure have he in his house after him when the number of his months are cut off? That's why vocab talking trash now, man. Because there is no pleasure finding that you're an Edomite and you got to pay for everything that you did to us, you bastard. For what pleasure have he in his house after him when the number of his months is cut off in the midst? That's like having a heart attack. You walking la 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 like Ezel, and your ass just give up the spirit. Shall any teach God? Shall any teach God knowledge, seeing he judgeth those that are on high? You Edomites. What does it say, Revelation 1:7? Yahweh shall say, every eye shall see him, even those that pierced him. What's that mean? That who pierced the Lord? The Romans. What does that mean when the Lord come back? We're gonna be still living in midst of the Romans in the Roman Empire. It's a one diving in full strength, being wholly at ease and quiet. That was Elon Musk. not Elon Salakia, Evelyn Rothschild, and David Rockefeller. They died in full strength, being wool at ease and quiet. His breasts are full of milk. They had all the best of the best, and his bones are moistened with marrow. And another died in the bitterness of his soul, and never eateth with pleasure. That's your local Job, six pack Edomite. Okay, they died with nothing, and another died in bitterness of his soul and never eateth with pleasure. See this verse 25. He didn't eat with them right here in 23 and 24. Yeah, that's it. The verse 26. Verse 25 is your common trailer park trash Edomite. But 23 and 24, that's the elites. That's your Warren Buffett and Bill Gates. It say verse 26. But guess what? They shall lie down like in the dust. Why does the scripture keep talking about the so-called white man going to the dust? Because it's prophecy in Genesis 3. This is their habitation to be in dust. They shall lie down. The rich and the poor of the so-called white man, they shall lie down alike in the dust, and the worms shall cover them. Let me say in Isaiah 14:11, the worms cover thee and spread under thee. Behold, I know your thoughts and the devices which you wrongfully imagine against me, the Israelites. This is what they do. For ye say, where is the house of the prince? And where are the dwelling places of the wicked? We living in it. That Job 10, was that Job 10 and 21 and 22, man? The shadow of death. Have ye not asked them that go by the way? Who is them that go by the way? It's the prophets. And do ye not know their tokens? Yeah, we know them. Esau's tokens is all over the earth: rape, rob, murder, pillage, and plunder. That the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction, they shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. Who shall declare his way to his face? That's why I say right here, have you not asked them to go by the way, and do you not know their tokens? We is out there in the way, telling you who should declare his way to his face, Job 21:31, and who should repay him for what he have done. See this right here? See this right here in Job 21:31? This is the same verse in Second Thessalonians 2 and 8. Listen to this, and I'm going to read it to you. Who, Job 21:31, who shall declare his way to his face, and who shall repay him what he have done? Let me show it to you. This is the exact same verse in Second Thessalonians. Let me show it to you. First it said, who shall declare his way to his face, and who shall repay him for what he have done? Watch this. Second Thessalonians 2 and 8. And it reads, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, who shall declare his way to his face, and shall destroy the brightness of his coming. See it? Job 21:31, who shall declare his way to his face, and who shall repay him for what he have done? Yahweh Shai. First the words of Yahweh through Yahweh Shai, and then Yahweh Shai. Let me get one more to back that up. Job. Job 15 and 21. Here's another one. Here's another one. And I'm going to close. And it reads, remember it said, who shall declare his way to his face, right? In Job 21:31. Who shall declare his way to his face? And what? And who shall repay him for what he have done? Second Thessalonians 2 and 8, it said, he shall be consumed by the spirit of the Lord's mouth and by the brightness of his coming. Here's the third precept. They all three say the same. Listen, Job 15:21. A dreadful sound is in his ears. Why? Who shall declare his way to his face? In prosperity, the destroyer shall come upon him. All three of those precepts go perfectly together, man. Anyway, Lord was edifying. Gotta give all praises and glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rikad Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elder bishops and elders of great millstone who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all Israel, whether you can accept it or not. In a sense, you're saved, tasting total doctrine, pushing this truth and believing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, sharing light to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the Akwath who are listening learning. The few sisters who are listening learning, for tuning in. May Yahweh Shema shall continue and bless you in your houses. May the blessing of election be upon your houses. Till next time, I say Shalom. Wa Ubar. Hey, call out Yahweh Shema Shah. It's the Lord, man. It's the Lord. I try to make sure when I do lessons, I try to make sure that they be edifying. Hey, call out Yahweh Shema Shah, man. Hey, till next time, I say Shalom. Wa Ubar.